Hello, how is it going, everyone? We are live right now. Okay, so it's another day to look at the crypto market and look at possible scalping opportunities to make money in the market. All right, but before then, guys, I still need more people to join my squad on the ongoing Bybit WSOT competition. Okay, please and please, all you just need to do is to go to the description of this video. All right, just go to the description of this video, click on show more. If you don't have a Bybit account already, the first link here will be to sign up for a Bybit account. All right, and then the second link here will bring you to join the team, to be part of these persons, all right, who have already joined in this ongoing WSOT competition for this year. This is one of Bybit's biggest event. Okay, it is an annual event, and this year's own Bybit has set aside $8 million. All right. That will be given out to all participants. In as much as you can do up to 30,000 in trading volume, all right, you qualify to stand a chance to win this. And then there will equally be a Lamborghini, a Rolex watch, and all of those different, giveaways that Bybit will be doing. So for the Lamborghini, it's going to be random. So you could be the winner of that Lamborghini. All right, it's not going to be based on the best trader or the best, the team with the highest PNL or trading volume, right? Bybit is doing that giveaway to a random person. Once you have done up to 30,000 in trading volume, it means that you qualify to go home with either the Lamborghini or the Rolex watch. All right. So you want to be a part of this. You don't know where your breakthrough will come from, guys. All right. So there are a lot of activities you can get involved in, right? You can join my team. Once you click on this link in the video description, it brings you here, right? Just click on join, all right, or register. Once you click on register, join my team, that's all. And then every other activities will be based on your trading volume, your PNLs, and all of that, right? So once you join the squad, the next thing is you can take advantage of copy trading. Okay, take advantage of copy trading and copy traders on the platform. So for you to be able to join this ongoing campaign, and be able to share in this $8 million that Bybit is giving away, you need at least 500 USDT, okay, in your trading account to be able to participate in this. So guys, please go on and join this. Go on and join this, okay? Go on and join this. I want to see more people join my squad. I want to see more people join my squad, all right? And there are a lot of rewards for you, okay? There are a lot of reward for you. So yeah, let us get more people join the squad. Just go ahead and click on join and you are good to go. Take advantage of this, and throughout this period we'll be doing live trading every day. All right, we'll be doing live trading every day. There will be signals shared in the Telegram group and all of that. So if you are not on the Telegram already, make sure you use the next link here to join on Telegram. All right. So with that being said, let's go to the business of the day. What's going on, guys? What are you trading? All right, Broad TV, you're welcome. uh I have is it Julio? Okay, you're welcome. Everyone, please, you're welcome. Okay, Benson, you're welcome to the live show. Welcome everyone to the live show. What are you trading? What are you trading this weekend, guys? What are you trading this weekend? And whatever you're trading, we have to be careful because we'll be having the monthly close of this month by Monday. Yes, we still have few days to go. Okay, we still have few days to go. Let's go to BTC and see what's possible. I was actually looking at the Lado token, right? I was looking at Lado token. We'll come back to that. I'll give you my setup for Lado. And then if we go to BTC, I don't know what BTC holds for us right now. Okay. On the monthly time frame, we are still seated above that 200-day moving average. Okay. We are still up there, right? If with days, okay, we are still in that uptrend, right? We're still in that uptrend. So this will be closing 2 days from now, right? That is on Monday when this month ends. So in 2 days from now, this candle will be closing, and I don't see any magic that will make this candle to close bullish. Okay, I don't see any, but anything can happen. Actually, anything can happen. This candle can flip from here. All right, anything above 30,400. Okay, this candle will close bullish, right? And then this resistance there is what we want to break to make sure that we are heading up to 35,000 or even less and all of that. Okay, so while you're trading, be careful that the weekend anything can happen, right? Anything can happen, all right? Whales can just come in the market, either dump or even pump this market and all of that. So you want to pay attention to all of this zone we've drawn here. So on BTC currently, we are seated at this trend line, okay? We are seated at this trend line. So anything above this trend line will be a bullish movement for us. Anything above this trend line means that BTC can actually get to 30,000, get back to 30,000 or 29, 900 or even up to 31,000. All right. So currently, let's just watch this area we're still consolidating on and see how this plays out. All right. So for the token of the weekend, all right, for the token for the weekend, the trades for the weekend, personally, I'm looking at Lado. I'm looking at Lado. If you have not entered this trade already, what you will be doing is this is what I'm currently looking at. And then we have broken above this trend line. You can see that clearly if we go to time frames like, the 1 hour time frame. If I bring that, okay, we're just slightly above that trend line. And then if I go to 15 minutes time frame, for me, okay, for the entries I'll be looking for, I want to see this actually plays out. Let me take this out of the screen so that you see what I'm projecting here. So I want to see this come back to this trend line, okay? I want to see this trade come back to this trend line, right? You can enter now and all of that, but what I'm targeting right now is I want to see this. I'm on the 15 minutes time frame, okay? So I can equally plot another trend line this way. Sorry, I didn't do that very well. So I can plot another trend line on the 15 minutes this way. And what I want to see here is, let this come either to this trend line and bounce from there, or even at the trend line that we drew from the 4 hours time frame. So I want to see a bounce at this trend line. So anything at 1.90, okay, even 1.89, 1.87, whatever it is, but this is my entry, okay? This is going to be my entry. So is it that we bounce from this trend line I drew at the 15 minutes here to go up, or we bounce here and go up? That is exactly what I'm looking at for a long trade for Lado. All right. So you want to put a limit order to enter this trade when this coin gets down to 1.90 or even 1.92 or thereabout. So that is the setup I have for the Lado token, and then you'll be able to let that to play out. Okay. You'll be able to let that to play out, and that way you'll be able to make some profit if this eventually start going up. Okay, if this eventually start going up, guys. All right. So that is for the Lado token. Let me take a look at all of the tokens I have on the chart. Okay, is there anything you are trading this morning, guys? What are you trading this morning? Onyechi, you're welcome. Okay, Chineye, you're welcome. Welcome everyone to the live show. Now, what you will do for me is to smash that like button, guys. Okay, smash that like button so that YouTube will be able to get us out there. We want to be getting as much persons as we can. Okay, on the live show. Okay, we want to make sure that we get as much persons as we can on the live show. All right. So make sure you smash that like button, guys. Make sure you smash that like button. All right. So yeah, Vincent, let's look at the token you currently have here and see API. Okay, API tree. Yeah, let's look at the API tree and see what that token has for us this morning. API tree USDT. Let's see what that token has for us this morning and see what's possible on that trade. Yeah, Richard, you're welcome. Welcome to the live show, guys. Okay. The reason why I love crypto is that you can trade crypto anytime, middle of the night, in the afternoon, whenever you have time, guys. Even weekends. All right, even weekends. Okay, even weekends you can trade crypto. That is why we love it here. All right. So yeah, for this particular token, currently, what are we looking at right here? So we are currently below this trend line. So if we take a trend line up this way, let me even take the body, not the wick. Yeah, if I take the body, we are currently below this trend line on the 4 hours time frame, right? So right here, what we are looking at right now is where is the next area that this token can possibly go to? That's exactly what I want to find out. Okay, from where it is right now, where can it possibly go to? Okay, so we can set a support around this area. Okay, so our next support will be around this area, guys. All right, our next support will be around this area. So if this token continues to trend down, then you should be looking at cashing a long trade from somewhere from the $87, 87 cents or thereabout. Okay, 87 cents or thereabout. So guys, give me a moment. Let me just try to fix something here from my end. Okay. All right, I think I'm back. Okay. Yeah. I'm back. All right. So yeah. Okay. Something is wrong somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere, guys. Okay. I think. All right. Yeah, something is wrong somewhere. Okay. I'm having a feedback on my screen here, so that's what I'm trying to fix. Right. I'm trying to fix that, and just give me a moment. Okay. One more minute, and then we are done here. Okay, so all right, I think I'm back online. Yes. So for this particular, oh God, what's happening now? All right, guys. Sorry, I'm having electric. I think something is touching on the wall, so it's actually affecting me here. I tried to fix that, and I believe I'm loud and clear, right? Can you guys hear me? I'm back, right? Okay. All right. So for this particular token, the API 3, this is what I'm currently looking at. Okay. For this trade, we can go to the 1 hour time frame and start looking for our entries there. Okay. I start looking for entries for this trade. For me, is going to be a short. Okay, I'm going to be looking for short trade, but for that to happen on the 1 hour time frame, remember that what we drew was on the daily time frame. Okay, this support level is down there. So on the 1 hour time frame, what you want to do, wait for, all right, because we had that rejection right here. So if you are going to take a trade to the downside, then it should be a break of this trend line. Okay, anything below this trend line would be to take a trade to the downside. But if we bounce from this trend line, guys, it is going to be a long setup, right? If we bounce from this trend line, it's going to be a long setup. So you can go to the 15 minutes time frame, or if possible to the 5 minutes time frame, and start looking for your entries. All right. So for this trade now, I want it to bounce from here. If it bounces from here, then it should be a long trade. Okay. You can take a trade once it bounces from here, and then maybe target this previous high here. All right, like a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio you can do, okay, for this particular trade. But if it breaks below this area, then you want to wait. What you want to wait for, okay? Currently, we are using this trend line as a support. All right, we're using it as a support. So what you want to wait for, if it breaks below this area, you want to see it come down and then come back and retest this area. We want this trend line to serve as a resistance. If that happens, what happens? You go ahead and take a trade to the downside. Okay, you take a trade to the downside and then put your stop loss somewhere around there. All right. So for the APT token, API 3 token, this is exactly the setup I'm looking at. Okay. Wait for this to play out, and then you take a trade to either direction. Okay. Whether long or short for this particular token. Any of the direction that you see an opportunity to take a trade to, go ahead and take that. Okay. So that is exactly what I'll be looking at for the API token. Okay. So API token, let me map that down so that I'll be able to look at it later on. Okay. So yeah. That's exactly what I'm looking at for this particular token, guys. All right. So the next token that you want us to look at is the QNT. QNT, let's look at that. So QNT USDT was possible with this token. All right, look at that. So let's go to higher time frame and see what's possible with that particular token, guys. So currently we just rejected, okay? We just rejected from that area. So here is our support, our resistance, okay? And then you see that we just rejected from that area, okay? So for this particular trade, I'm looking for a sell trade, okay? It is going to be a sell trade for me, guys. So we just rejected exactly at that trend line there. So after this pump to the upside, we just rejected at that level of, you know, resistance. All right, that's $112, $111. All of that area is the area we are looking at. Okay, so we just rejected there. What you want to do for me is going to be a short trade, guys. It's going to be a short trade. So if I bring my FIB tool here, let me see, possible areas where this token can actually retrace back to, right? So if I plot my Fibonacci retracement tool here, so if you are going to take this trade, if you are going to stay in this trade for a long time, guys, but for me, I will wait for this to pull back up to around 111 or if possible $112 before I enter the trade. So if you have not entered this trade already, please wait for this to come back up again, then you can enter the trade to the downside. Okay, so and then if you enter to the downside and you're going to take the profit, you can, if you want to stay in this market for long, because after this pump I see this market retracing back, maybe we'll have a bounce at the 618 level. Okay, we may have a bounce at either the 618 level or the 786 level. It all depends, right? So if that happens, it means that this market can come back. The first level you should be looking at is $109, okay, which is the 0.3236 level, okay? And then the next level you want to be looking at is the 382 level. All right, 382 level will be around $107, and you can target up to the 50% level, which is $106, or the 618 level, which is $105. So if you are shorting this token, these are the levels where you want to start taking profit for the QNT token, okay? These are the levels where you want to start taking profit for the QNT token. So for me, I'll wait for this to pull back up. I can go to the 15 minutes time frame and see a better entry, okay? So I want to wait for a candle to move up to this level. We got it up to 100 and almost $112. So I'll be waiting for that level and then take a short trade from here down. All right. I'll take a short trade from here down and I'll be targeting up to that 50% level. Okay. Then you put your stop loss somewhere slightly above and then target up to that level. All right. This is what we want to see play out on the QNT token. All right. Vincent, this is exactly what I will be looking at for this particular token. That is exactly what I'll be looking at for the KNT token, okay? So pay attention to that token and trade it accordingly, guys. Pay attention to that token and trade it accordingly. So yeah, I can even set a limit order to short this token when it gets to, 212, right? So I'll set a limit order to short when it gets to 212, guys, and all of that. Then I'll take profit at even up to $100. Okay, I can target down up to $100, guys. All right. So yeah, and the next token there is KNC. For those of you who have been following this token, you should have, okay. If your decisions have been right, you should have been, making some profit in the market already. Okay. So let me set up the KNT stuff before we proceed to the next one. All right, so I want to do QNT. So 112, I'm using 112 as my entry for short. That is if it gets there. All right, if it gets there, I want to use 112 as my entry for short. Then let me just put take profit at $100, for instance. If it gets lower there, and then we'll take it down. All right. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at, and let's see how that plays out. Okay, this is for KNT. That's exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, though for KNC, let's look at KNC USDT. For KNC USDT, uh, let's look at what's possible. I think that token already had its pullback. Yeah, so you see that rejection from that week at around 83. Okay, that would have been a good entry for us to short that trade. Yeah, That would have been a good entry for us to short that trade. But currently, we are just seated above the 200-day moving average. So we wait for the pullback, right? So yes, we wait for that pullback. But initially, what I was looking at, okay, I still see this token playing at to that trend line, guys. You see this trend line here. What I want to say is, this token coming down maybe to the trend line somewhere around here. So anything around 69 cents, 70 cents, you should be looking at taking a trade back to the upside. Okay, so you are looking at exactly this token to bounce at just this 200-day moving average. Okay, we should be maybe touching that trend line and then taking it back up. All right, so if you have not shorted, if you didn't enter this trade already, I think we're already late because it has already started pulling back, right? I would have had that pullback from around that area and all of that. But looking at the higher time frame, let's even look at possible areas where this token can go to. Okay, I think the area we rejected, we are rejecting right now is this area here. Okay, this is the zone which we are rejecting from right now. This zone here. So if it continues to go up, the next level you want to look at, guys, if this token continues to go up, the next level you want to look at is this particular area here. All right, those are the areas that I'm looking at if this token continues to go up. But for it to continue that upward movement, we need this retracement, okay? We need this to come down to this level, maybe have a bounce and then break above this level. If it breaks above the $84 level, then you should look at taking it to around $90 or thereabout. Okay, but for that to happen, we can go to our lower time frame, like 15 minutes time frame, guys. Okay, we want this pullback to come back to, okay, the trend line here is still very far on the lower time frame, okay, but what we want to see is this retracement, this pullback coming back to the 200-day moving average and then using the 200 moving average as a support. All right, if it comes and rejects at the 200-day moving average, once the 200 moving average becomes, okay, our support, we are taking a trade to the long side, right? So you target this first level of 70 to 83 cent. And then if it breaks above this level, then you can be taking this trade to as high as 90 cent or thereabout. All right. But right now, if I'm to enter this trade, I will just, follow this pullback and wait for it to come back to this level. I see this trade coming back. So for me right now should be, a short trade, and then I'll take it down to the 200-day moving average. Then from here, I'll be looking to long to the upside. All right. So that is for the KNC token, right? That is my setup, my personal setup for the KNC token. So if you are going to trade this token, wait, okay, you can take this downward movement to the 200-day moving average at around $71 or 71 cents, okay? And then from here, be looking for entries to the upside. All right, for KNC, that is exactly what I am looking at for the KNC token, okay? That is exactly the setup I am looking at for KNC token. So yeah, you want to equally map that down if you want to trade that token and see how you can take that down, okay? Take that. If you don't want to enter the short, just wait for it to play out and come back to 70 cents, 69 cents, then look for taking a trade to the upside, all right? So for Ethereum, USDT, let's look at Ethereum and what's going on with ETH. So let's look at Ethereum USDT and see what's possible with that particular token. So for this one, yeah, so yeah, let's go to higher time frame. I have some setup there that actually played out, okay? So yeah, so on the higher time frame, what are we looking at? Yeah, currently we are above this, our, trend line. Yeah. So currently we're above this trend line. So you see, we broke that trend line, came and retested, and then we are going back up there again, okay? We are going back up there again, but currently Ethereum is actually facing some challenge at this area of 1,880, okay, 880, 884. You see those massive wicks and all of that, okay? So Ethereum is still deciding, should I go up or should I go down? That is exactly what you're seeing, okay? Should I go up or should I go down? So we can start looking for entries because we are just above that area, okay, of the trend line. Yes, so we're above that area of the trend line and indecisions, okay. Ethereum don't want to bypass this area that you're looking at currently. So looking at these areas, look at, we rejected there, came back to the trend line, rejected, came back, and then we are back up there again. All right, so anything that will make this token to come down will be that BTC is unstable as well. All right. If it comes back to the trend line again at 8,840, 830, or there about 38, you should be taking a trade to the upside. But if it comes back up here again, for me, what I want to look for right now is I want to see this Ethereum play out and reject at this area again. Then I can take a short trade to the downside. Okay, I can take a short trade to the downside. So I'll be looking at shorting Ethereum from here. That is if it rejects from there again. Okay, taking a trade to the downside. I can target here as my first take profit level. Then if I want to follow that, I can follow it up till it gets to the trend line. All right, but a bounce at this trend line will be to take a trade to the long side. That is exactly what I'll be looking at for the Ethereum token. Okay, this is exactly what I'll be looking at for the Ethereum token. If this plays out, take it down. If it plays out from here, you take it up. Okay, so I can have another setup somewhere down here, right? So we can take a trade to the upside if we have a rejection at that trend line. That is exactly the trend line I'm looking at. Okay, this is on the 4 hours time frame. Looking at it on the 15 minutes time frame, you see that we broke it, came and retest, went back up there again, came back, went back up there again, came back. So anything that will make this break above this, $1,880, $81 or thereabout, we are taking it up to 1,900 or even to $2,000. All right. But if this plays out, take it down. And then if it comes back to the trend line, be looking for long entries for Ethereum. Okay. So clearly see that's what my personal view on this Ethereum trade. Okay. That's what I should be doing if I'm to trade Ethereum. All right. So Bitcoin Cash, let's see what we have there for Bitcoin Cash. Okay. Yeah, BC-ish. Let's look at what's possible. Look at that. This is where we are currently seated. On the 15 minutes time frame, I see a support around here. Okay, but let's look at higher time frame, like 4 hours, and see what's possible with the 4 hours time frame. Okay. Yeah, for 4 hours, let's see what's possible for this particular token. Okay, so let me see the level we are by using my fib. I think we are slightly below that 786 level, right? From where I draw, this Fibonacci retracement to, we are currently below that level. But this level seems to be a support for me, okay? Because we've had that rejection here, we are rejected here again. And then maybe if this comes back to that area, all right, look at this. This is the area we are currently looking at, guys. This area here, right? So that is our support. Okay, that's our support for now for the Bitcoin Cash token, right? Anything below this means that Bitcoin Cash can be going to as low as $200 or thereabout. So what I want to wait for right now is I want to have a bounce so I can come and bring a trend line somewhere, right? Okay, so bring a trend line above that. Let's take it up there. Yeah, somewhere like that. So what I'm looking at is any breakout of either of this side. Okay, whether it breaks below the support or it breaks above this resistance, which is the trend line, we take a trade to the upside. All right, but for me, I want to see a rejection for for the Bitcoin Cash. I can go to a lower time frame, and what I want to see is a rejection down at the support level here, right? Okay, so if we have a rejection down here, all right, if we come back down there to, so I'll be looking for entries at around 233, $230 or thereabout, anything around this area. I'm looking for a long trade for Bitcoin Cash. Okay, anything around this areas of 231, 230, 232. Okay, I'm looking for a trade to the upside, right? But if we break this area, if we break below this zone here, okay, anything below let's say around 228 or thereabout, you should be looking for a trade to the downside. Okay, so for the Bitcoin Cash, this is exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, this is exactly what I'm looking at, and you can follow this trend. All right, you can follow this trend here to the downside, guys. You can follow this trend to the downside, but I'll wait. All right, because I'll wait. You may have a rejection here to that trend line before coming down. I don't know yet, but I'll wait for it to come play out at around 230, 233, 231, 232. I should be looking at taking a trade to the upside. Okay, for Bitcoin Cash, that is if BTC continues to maintain its level up there, right? If BTC continues to maintain its level up there, but anything that will make BTC to go below 29,000, then you can see that effect playing out on all of these tokens as well. All right. So, but right now, the setup I have for Bitcoin Cash will be a long trade if it comes down to 230. All right, 232, 233. I'll be looking to take a trade upside for Bitcoin Cash. All right. So let's look at Litecoin. Litecoin, guys, smash that like button, okay? And if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Smash that like button. We do this live trading every day, okay? Mondays to Saturdays, all right? So our aim is just to make you a profitable trader in the market. And please go to the Bybit exchange and join my squad, guys. Join my squad. I need more people to join this squad, okay? So you can just go to the description of this video and then go ahead and join the squad. All right. So for Ethereum, sorry, for Litecoin, this is what I'm looking at. Currently, we are just above that trend line, right? We're above this trend line, and then the areas of interest I'm looking at right now, we just rejected from this resistance here. Okay, we rejected from that resistance. So what we want to wait for is a retest of that trend line. Okay, so we just rejected from this resistance level, which you can see there, right? We rejected there for Ethereum. For Litecoin, guys, it is a short trade for me. The halving will be coming up next month, right? Yes, the Litecoin halving will be coming up next month. After that halving, I don't see Litecoin pumping because Litecoin already pumped before even the halving, so I don't see it pumping. I'm not sure yet. Okay, it is not certain, but that is exactly my stand right now. So for Litecoin, it's going to be a short trade for me, guys. So what I can be looking at for the Litecoin token is to come back to lower time frame, right? So I want to take advantage of this resistance up here and then the support, which is this trend line. So what I want to see is this token playing out this way, coming back to that area and then rejecting back to that trend line. All right. So if it does that, then I'll be looking at shorting the token right here. Okay, take it down. Then if it comes to this trend line and bounces from that trend line, I'll be looking at taking a trade to the long side from the trend line. Okay, and then take it back up there to around that $90 or leaving up to $100 if we break above this area. Okay, so for Litecoin, this is the setup that I have. Wait for it to come test this area again, right? So what you want to wait for is wait for Litecoin to test this area of $91, $92, reject that area, then you take it down, okay? And then if it comes back to this area of $88, $89, you want to wait for a rejection here and then take it back up. All right. So take advantage of this movement right now and see how much you can make from this. Okay. And see how much you can make from this. All right. So that is my stand for Litecoin. Okay. I'm on Doge right now. Check for on Yechi, let me check Dogecoin and see what Doge has for us. Okay. So when we go to Doge, let's see what Dogecoin has and all of that. Okay, guys, so welcome to the live show. Make sure that you're smashing that like button, guys. All right, make sure you smash that like button, guys. Are you long or short? Okay, are you long or short on Doge? Let me see what's possible because for me, I think Doge is at that level where you can take to the upside, guys. Doge. Okay, sorry. Let me take away those stuff. Are you long or short on Doge? Okay, so currently on the 4 hours time frame, we are just above that, we're just above this, trend line, guys. Okay, and Doge is currently trading at around 77, $77. So for me, I was looking at a bounce at the 618 level. All right, I had my Fibonacci retracement 2 here. Okay, I'm looking for a bounce at the 618 level before I can enter a long trade. Okay, a bounce at the 618 level before I can enter a long trade for Doge, right? So that is exactly where I'm looking at because this bounce there was almost at the 618, but it didn't get there. So I want to see a rejection down here. And then I'll take a trade from that around 0.075 or thereabout to the upside. Okay. I think I gave this setup yesterday to, was it to Kilishi? I don't know who asked that yesterday. All right. Okay. I think it was Freeborn also. So yeah. So yeah, for Doge, yes, if you are short, okay, if you are short, let it play out. Now on the 15 minutes time frame, look at this. Okay, so you can take a trend line this way. If you are short, you may still get a rejection at that trend line. I'm not sure yet. Okay, you can still get a rejection at the trend line or even at the 50% level here, which is the Fibonacci retracement you're seeing here. This green line is the 50% level, while my 618 level is down there, right? So you can get a rejection down here. So you want to pay attention to around 77 cents, okay? Around 77 cents, you want to pay attention to that area in case you have a rejection here. So for Doge, I see it coming down. All right, I see it coming down, but my long entry will be at this trend line. All right, I want to have a test. I want to see Dogecoin come and test this trend line here. Okay, then I'm taking a trade to the upside from here. I can be taking a trade to the upside for Doge. All right, from there I can take a trade to the upside. But right now your short position is still valid. Okay, your short entry is still valid. And then what you want to do is to make sure that you pay attention to this 77-cent level. All right, in case it rejects from this area. So if it rejects from this area and start going up, you want to secure profit or even move your stop loss to entry current right now. If you're already in profit, move your stop loss to entry. And then if it gets here to this level, you can take profit by closing partial, okay, of your position and all of that at this area of 77 cents. If it rejects this area, then you can take it down to as low as 75 cents. All right. That is exactly what I'm looking at for the Dogecoin. All right. That is exactly what I'm looking at for the Dogecoin. So you'll see it retrace down to this trend line. Below this trend line will be around 77 cents. Okay. I'll just reject anywhere. Okay. Whether it rejects from this trend line, but pay attention to that. I don't know where you entered, where your entry is. But for me, this area here is critical because you can have a rejection either at the trend line or at the 50% level. So you want to pay attention to that. Okay, you want to pay attention to that so that in case it bounces back and then comes back up to around 78, you should be looking for a better entry to the downside. But for a long trade for me for Doge, I want to pick it down here. If Dogecoin gets back down there, I want to pick it down there. Okay, all right. So yeah, all right. So just wait for your, wait for your shot to play out, wait for your shot to play out, but pay attention to this level, guys. Pay attention to those levels. All right, pay attention to those levels. The 50% level, the trend line, which I drew here on the 15 minutes time frame and all of that. Pay attention to those levels. Those areas will be areas where you want to secure profit for yourself. All right, those areas will be areas where you want to, yeah, so it means that you're already in profit. So just let it go down there, okay, to 77 cents and all of that. If it goes down to 77 cents, you should be looking at securing profit at that level of 77 cents. Okay. Yeah, that's the setup. That is exactly what I'm looking at for Doge. Okay. But I'll be looking for long entry. So let's wait for it to play out. Let's wait for the long entry to play out. Okay. Yeah, another token that I wanted to long this morning was Doge. Stosh USDT. I think it's still doing very well. Okay, Stosh is still doing very well currently in the market. So if we go ahead and look at Stosh, I didn't long that because I was trying to set up. Stosh USDT is doing very well this morning. So if you have missed the pump, wait for a pullback. Okay. If you miss the pump, wait for a pullback. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So if you miss this pump, wait for a pullback, okay? If you miss this pump already, wait for a pullback for this particular token, guys. Wait for a pullback, and then you should be looking to take a trade to the upside or to the downside, okay? After dumping for only God knows, broke above that trend line and all of that. For now, for this particular token, the areas I'm looking at right now where we could possibly be rejecting from, okay? Could be this area. All right. So if we break above this area, then you should be looking at taking a trade to the long side, guys. So let's see what's happening here anyway. We had this pump, this massive pump from down here. So from down here, we took it up there and rejected from that area. So look at that, guys. Look at that. All right. After this rejection, we are having a pullback at the 786 level. Okay. You see why 786, 618 levels are our area, our golden areas. Okay. So stores just rejected at that, at that 786 level. That's exactly where storage is rejecting from. Okay. At that 786 level, 0.786 level, that's exactly the area we are rejecting from. All right. But right now, I see this token reacting to this area here, this area of 31, 32 cent. Okay. 31, 32 cent. I see reacting here. So anything above this area, I'll be taking the trade to the upside, guys. Anything above this area, I'll be taking a trade to the upside. So what I want to see play out is that this token breaks above this area here, right? If it breaks above that area, okay, which is where we had, this issue here with, we consolidated for a while before going down. If it breaks above that area, I'm taking a trade to the upside. Okay. If I've seen this picture clearly, then I would have been in that trade a long time ago. So yeah, on the 15 minutes time frame, you want to wait. If it rejects below, Okay, you take it down. If it rejects this area, you take it down. But if not, anything above this area will be a long setup for me, guys. Yeah, anything above this area will be a long setup for me. I see storage going up. Okay, yeah, look at that. It's still pumping. Okay, I see it going to 32 cent, 33 cent, or even up to where did we start falling? We started falling from up here at around 56 cent. Okay, I see this going back up there. Okay, so you can use a very low leverage, but I want this area to play out. Okay, let this area, this zone here play out, and then we can see taking the storage coin to the upside. All right, so for storage, that's exactly what I'm looking at. Above this area, I'm taking a trade to the upside, guys. Above that area, I'm taking a trade to the upside. So pay attention to that particular token and let it play out. All right, that is exactly what I'm looking at for the storage token. Okay, yeah, for Solana, low key, you want us to look at Solana, we'll look at Solana. Okay, we'll look at Solana, guys. Let's look at Sol USDT. Okay, so for Sol, let's go and check out that. Okay, so for Sol USDT, what do we have here? Let's see. Okay, Solana. Yep. So these are the areas I'm looking at currently. Okay. Okay, so currently we are above this our trend line here, right? We're above this trend line, and then this setup I think is no longer valid. So let's take that out. So we broke this trend line, and then when we looked at this, that told us that there is a support at that 25.9 level, which is where we've been rejecting from. Okay, a support at that 25.9 level, which is where we'll be rejecting from. So if we reject that, you equally look at 24.5. Okay, resistance, sorry, at the 29 level, 25.9 level, and then we'll have a support at 24.5 level. So we can start looking for entries for this particular trade. If we go lower, right? If we go lower, so right here, after this point, we've been consolidating within this area. Okay, between 24.5 up to that 25.5 up to 25.7 and all of that. All right. So for Sol, what I'm basically looking at is, I want to see this play out, guys. So what I want to see play out right here for Sol, take advantage of this consolidation by going down to the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so you see we went up there, rejected, came back down here, rejected, went back up there, rejected, came back, okay, up to this level, rejected, back up there. So for now, we are just in between. Now what you want to see here is that there could be a possible rejection from here at $25 up to 25.5. All right, so what I want to personally do, okay, what I want to personally do for this trade, all right, for me to enter this trade, what I want to personally do is to make sure that this trade comes back here. That is, if I'm going too long, right, it comes back here and I'll take it up, okay? Or if I'm going to short, I want to wait for it to come back up here and then I'll take it down. All right. Now, all this setup will not be, it will no longer be valid if eventually Solana breaks above, the 25 level, going back to 26, or it breaks below this 24. Okay. If it breaks any of this level down or up, you should be looking at following the trend to that direction. Okay. If it breaks any of this level down or up, right? If we break below this level here of 24.5 or thereabout, then you should be looking at taking Solana down to, the 200-day moving average or even this trend line. This trend line is from the daily time frame, okay? This trend line you're seeing here is from the daily time frame. So if we break below that 24.5 level, right, you want to take Solana down to around maybe $23 or thereabout. Okay, that is exactly what I'm looking at. Then anything from here, if it bounces from here, then you can be taking it up. Then if we break above the 24.5, 24, 25.8, 25.7 level, you should be looking at taking Solana up to 26.5 or even to the 50% level, which is around $27. All right. So currently we are consolidating within that 25 and $24 area. So what you want to wait for is, wait for this to play out at this area and you take a trade to either direction. But for the consolidation, if we reject here again at 24.5, 24.6, I'll take a trade to the upside. If we reject here at 25.6 or thereabout 25.7, I'll take a trade to the downside. That is exactly what I am currently looking at for low key. That is exactly what I'm currently looking at for the Solana trade. Okay. That is exactly the setup I have for Solana. So I'll wait for that to play out, and then we'll see how we can take it to either side, either up or down or thereabout. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking at for Sol. All right. Any other token, guys? Any other token you want us to look at, or do you have questions? Okay. Go ahead and use the comment section for your questions. Okay. And don't forget, please, guys, I need more people to join this. All right. I need more people to join the ongoing campaign on Bybit. All right. You could be the winner of that Lamborghini. You could be the winner of that, Rolex watch and all of that. Just take advantage of that, guys. Take advantage of that. All right. 30,000 in trading volume is not something that is very difficult. All right. With $100, using like maybe 10x. For those of you who use high leverage, it's even very easy to achieve 30,000 in trading volume. So yes, let's do this, guys. Let's do it together and see how we can take advantage of that. Yeah, Daniel Chuku, you just joined, I guess. We have already looked at KNC. I will still open that. Do I have KNC on my watch list? I think I added it to my watch list, right? KNC. I didn't add it. Did I? Okay, let me just search for KNC. We already looked at KNC USDT. So let's look at it again and see has anything changed? Okay. What was the setup I had there before? So KNC, yeah, I said we are waiting for a pullback down to that level. So yeah, so we are waiting for a pullback. Yeah, I think I drew something here, right? That we rejected at that 83 level, which is actually respecting this zone here, right? So we respected that zone, which is where we rejected from, guys. Okay, so for KNC right now, you should be looking at already it has gone down a bit. Okay, it could be a retracement, there could be a pull, a rejection from this area to the upside because as it is right now, we're above the 200-day moving average. So right now that we're above the 200-day moving average, we want to break above $83. If we break above $83, the next area is around $90 and thereabout. So if you go to lower time frame, you should be looking for long setup. That is, if this does not, if it continues to reject, then you should be looking to take a long setup at $70, 70 cents, 71 cents. That is at the 200-day moving average, right? If this continues to reject. But if you must short this token, me personally, where I would have entered this trade would have been around that 83-cent level. Okay, I would have entered at that 83-cent level, and then that would have been a good trade for me. Okay, that would have been a good trade for me. But for now, I'm not doing anything. I'll wait for it to come back to this level of 70, 71 cents. Then I can start looking for long trade to the upside. Okay, that is exactly what I mentioned initially on the QNT token, right? Okay, so yeah, Joanne, you want us to look at Quant? Okay, let's look at that. Is it Quant? Quant. What's the ticker for that? Okay, Quant USDT, right? USDT. Okay, so is that the token? Is it Quant? Please, what's the ticker for is it Quantum? Is it the one that is Quantum, or what exactly is it? Can you help me with the ticker of that particular token? This one you spelled here, so that I'll be able to. I don't know which one. Quant. I can see Quant. Quant. Yes, Quant. That's right now. So I should have USDT attached to it, and that will work. Why is it not showing up? It's Quantum also. QNT. Ah, QNT. I think I looked at this token already, right? I've looked at QNT already. Yes, I have looked at QNT already, and that is the setup I have. Okay, this is the setup I have for QNT, so pay attention to this. I told us that it was going to be a short for me because we are at this resistance, right? And then I'll be shorting if it gets to 111 or $112. I think I already set a limit order for that. Yeah, so if it goes back to that level, I'm going to short from that area. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at this resistance. I'm looking at entering a trade to the downside at 111 or $112 to the downside. That's exactly what I'm looking at for the QNT token. Okay, for QNT, that is what I am looking at. Okay, yeah, Max USDT. Okay, Max USDT. Let's look at Max USDT. Max USDT. Okay, so let's look at that. Uh, yeah, this was the setup I had yesterday, right? So for yesterday, we were looking at these areas, and we are still within that zone, all right? We are still within that zone. I think it get down to this level, right? Okay, this is on the 4 hours time frame. Let's look at 15 minutes. Um, so we are still within that zone, guys. We are still within that zone. So I told us yesterday, this should be this way because it has not triggered yet. Okay. So yesterday I told us that I'll be looking at entering a long trade if this token comes back to this level. Was this yesterday? Yeah, it did. It actually did. Okay, it came back to this level. So if you have set a limit order at 3.4, then this would have triggered. Okay, and you would have been in profit. I told us that anything above this trend line, it means that you're entering a trade above that 3.5 level upward, right? But for now, if you reject here, you come back and take a long trade and all of that. So if you are, taking this trade yesterday, then you would have been in profit at 3.5 level or thereabout. At this area, you would have been in profit. Okay. So what we're waiting for is a break of this trend line, or it comes back to retest this level of 3.4 again, then you take it up. Okay, for QNT token, that is the setup I have yesterday is still valid, all right? So you can be looking at that if you want to. Okay, what is the meaning of entering on CMP is current market price, current market price. Okay, when you see a signal that says enter on CMP, it is current market price. It means that when you go to your Bybit exchange, you change it from limit to market. All right, change it from limit to market instead of using limit order. All right, any trade that is sent to you that there's no entering price and all of that, it means that you need to enter with market order. So CMP means current market price. So enter with market, just change from limit to market, and then Bybit handles every other thing for you. Okay, so Bybit will be the one to do the current market price stuff for you. So you change it from limit to market and you enter. Okay, so please, how do I set the 200-day moving average? It's simple. Okay, go to your moving average, go to your indicators tab. All right, whether you're using the exchange, the Bybit, the trading view app or the web, or even if it is on your exchange. Okay, go to the indicators tab and then chart. Okay, add the moving average exponential to your chart, and then once you add it up, you will see it here. It will show up here, right? Which is the EMA. By default, it comes with the length. It comes with is 9. Okay, so if I click on the setting icon and I go to input, the length here is always 9. Then I change mine to 200. All right, because I want to use the 200. Okay, so 200 means that the indicator will be calculating, okay, giving you the average price of the past 200 days for the past 200 days. Now it is always based on the chart. So if it means if you are using it for on the 15 minutes time frame, it means that it's giving you calculation for the past 215 minutes candles. Okay, but I normally use my own on the daily chart because I want it to be based on the past 200 days. Okay, so what I will now do is I use the simple moving average. The method is the simple moving average. Okay, so I will come down here to time frame where it says time frame. Instead of chart, I'll change it to the daily time frame. Okay, I'll change it to 1 day. If you want to use 1 week, if you want to use 2 weeks, any of this time frame you want to use, go ahead and use. But I use the what? I use the 1 day time frame and all of that. Okay, so that is how you set up your indicator. So I use the daily time frame so that whatever is giving me, it will always give me based on the daily time frame. Okay, and I use the simple moving average. All right, so that is how you set up moving average. Okay, is this Binance or which platform? We are trading futures, guys. Okay, we are trading futures and we trade on Bybit. All right, we are trading on Bybit exchange. So I recommend trading futures on Bybit. You can do any other style of trading with any exchange you want, but for futures trading, particularly trade on Bybit. Okay, because of their low fee and a lot of benefits you stand to gain when you are trading with Bybit. A lot of benefits you stand to gain, guys. Okay, so trade with Bybit. Bybit is the exchange we recommend for futures trading. All right, for futures trading, we recommend using Bybit, guys. All right. So Tony is the platform you are looking at on my screen is TradingView. Okay. We do analysis on TradingView, all of our technical analysis on TradingView. Then we take our futures trading on, on the Bybit exchange. Okay. For futures, it's on Bybit. You can trade spot on Binance or any other exchange of your choice. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So thank you guys. That is it for today. Okay. So look at all the trades set up. All right. Look at all the trades we've set up. Okay. I talked about Lado. We talked about the QNT. We talked about max, all of those. Max trade is still valid. Okay, if we reject it, just like we had here, we're rejecting here, take it down there. Once you come to 3.48, okay, take it back up, okay, and all of that. So those are the setups that I'm looking at currently for each of these trade. Okay, so QNT, look at all the trades we've looked at together, all right, and see possible areas where you can be taking a trade to either the upside or the downside. Okay, so that is it. Make sure before you leave that you smash that like button. All right, we do this every day. Tomorrow we'll be out of it. All right, so by Monday we start again by 9 a.m. and then Tuesdays to Saturdays are always 7:15 a.m. All right, guys. So smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel, if you are seeing this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And sorry, on Monday. Okay, we'll meet again on Monday during the live section. If you are not on the Telegram already, please go to the description of this video and join the Telegram. There you get signals that you can be trading even during the weekend and all of that. Okay, bye bye everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Okay, bye bye, and do have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and above all, have a profitable